Hello, everyone. This is John Muntz with Dealer's Edge. I want to welcome you to this management topic update titled Rethinking Used Car Inventory, Aligning Sourcing, Storytelling, and Market Pricing. With us today is our good friend and longtime presenter, Ed French of Auto Profit, a firm dedicated to analyzing and improving dealership operations. Ed has 50 years plus in the retail automotive industry, including experience as a department head across all major profit centers and as an owner/partner of multiple franchised dealerships. He's known for his leading dealership performance workshops and operational turnarounds focused on profitability, inventory management, and leadership. There isn't too much Ed doesn't know about our topic today, but he can't know everything on your mind. So as you think of them, please enter your questions and comments and concerns into the chat feature on the right, and we are going to address all the questions at the end of the presentation. Ed, it's always a pleasure to have you with us, and the stage is yours.
Thank you, John, and I appreciate the opportunity to be with everybody this afternoon. We're going to cover a topic that I know is very necessary in today's retail environment, and that is rethinking your used vehicle inventory. How to align your sourcing, storytelling, and market pricing is going to be our focus today. So this workshop is going to cover the following topics. We're going to discuss developing an inventory strategy, the four most important categories of inventory, why you should stop pricing your cars and start pricing your market, and the theory and practical application behind that. And every VIN that you have in your used car inventory has a story. The trouble is the market has moved in a direction where you have to have more data and more guidance if you're not going to get caught with aged units. More data relative to your market is the key winner here. So I just want you to look at a screen like this. If you're not operating with a screen like this, where it shows inventory optimization, what's your buying plan, what's your gross and unit goal, where you're pacing, how much daily gross you need. If you haven't got a screen like this, you're already behind in 2026 because these deep dive data decisions are being made by competitors of yours. There are tools like this that are absolutely changing dealers' inventory, retail, stock appraise. So I just want to pause for a minute and just let everybody look at this and ask yourself this question. If you came to work every day and you had this screen, this is clearly setting your GPS up to end up at the destination called big net profit. And I think everybody on this webinar, you're on here for a reason. You want to make more money. You got to have a clear GPS if you want to make more money. And you also got to have a coach. You're going to have some way to coach your teams, whether it's you, whether it's your managers, whether it's the leaders in another store. They have to know, what do we need to accomplish today? Where's the best buying channel? How many appraisals do we need to have today? How many appointments do we need to have today? These are the kinds of things that you have to operate successfully in 2026. You can no longer rely on just legacy tools. To win in today's environment, you got to have tools that give you a complete historical vehicle profitability profile for your store. If you haven't got that, you're already losing. You also have to know propensity to finance. How likely is this vehicle to finance in your store? See, tools like this give you the opportunity to win without doing any research. Now, what I want you to think about is this. Do your legacy tools do this? And if you can't answer these questions, I now know exactly which inventory is best for my market, my turn, and my store. It's one thing to strategize inventory. It's another thing to manage it efficiently. Because every VIN has a story. It's got a story of history, it's got a story of demand, and it has a story of margin. And boy, do I see a lot of this going on out in our world today. I see AI telling the story. And we all love AI, and it's all made our lives easier. What hasn't AI done? AI hasn't learned what we all know about the unique qualities of the particular vehicle that it has that VIN number. Because every vehicle on your lot today has a VIN number, and every vehicle on your lot today has a story. And I would encourage you to think about these things as you're thinking about storytelling. Get a data-driven tool that helps you make decisions, and make sure you're measuring it more than once a week. The market leaders, they're playing a different game. Their pricing is not a reaction, it's a weapon. The two largest providers of used cars today are using pricing as a weapon, CarMax and Carvana. They use data to ask these three questions, playing offense. I think we can all agree that CarMax and Carvana are playing offense. What is your business plan? What is your strategy? Retail is no longer linear. Your acquisition strategy is essentially your sales strategy. How many number one cars have I got? How many number two cars do I have? How many three cars do I have? How many four cars do I have? How are they priced? Who can I steal from? That's one of the biggest mistakes I see dealers make today. They want to go out and get into the regional business, and their backyard is being savaged by either an online retailer or a competitor. Take care of your backyard, take care of your market strategy, and then chase the regional business. Don't chase the perfect car. That tool is Agile Auto. It's a cutting-edge technology tool. What I would submit to everybody is the legacy tools have not kept up. What you have to recognize is this. If you know what your local market demand is, and you know what the propensity for this vehicle in your store to get financed is, and you knew what your potential wholesale risk is, and you knew with confidence what the ACV should be based on that information, which is what legacy pricing and marketing tools do not have today, then it changes the mindset on what you buy and how you sell. So that's why, again, you've got to start to revisit the latest technology that's available to help guide us through some of this market uncertainty, especially with vehicles that may be disguised as a great buy when in fact they don't fit your business model. And that's what that particular tool does.
Great. Thank you. I want to thank everybody in the audience for joining us. And I especially want to thank Ed French from Auto Profit for putting this information together for us. Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, John. It was my pleasure. And I really appreciate everybody being here, and reach out to me if you'd like any personalized help. Thank you.
Great. Thanks. And with that, this is going to be John Muntz with Dealer's Edge signing off for today.